And today we're back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Now today, this is gonna be like a different type of video, I guess. Whatever, right? So, today we're gonna talk about how to beat the Cell Max boss event. Now it just dropped recently about 3 days ago, and I guess it's pretty agreed among players that this is the hardest event in the game now. Even harder than Red Zone Broly and Omega, more than Broly than Omega, because Omega you could cheese pretty easily, you know, the super attack is and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. So how can you take down this event? Now there are multiple teams that you could bring, and I have a few lined up that I thought of that you could bring. So yeah, alright, here we go. Sorry for the sneeze in the background. Okay, so we got the power of Beyond Super Saiyan Team / Movie Hero. So we got the LR Gods. Now the LR Gods, very powerful unit. They're the best unit in the game on global, alongside the Super Saiyan 4s. I don't have the Super Saiyan 4, so I can't use them, but I do know from using them as a friend and seeing videos on them, they are very spectacular as a unit. Now their one issue is that they do a lot of damage. Like, it is kind of hard to build up with them, but like I can get them up to like 350k defense, like around there, before like they transform and stuff. So like that's pretty good considering they're gonna do like tons of supers when they go into their blue form. So yeah, you want to bring them, and also they can nullify attacks, which is pretty good. And they do have guard the first turn. That guard really doesn't matter because he doesn't even hit that hard enough for the guard to even mean anything. So like, yeah, I mean that is some utility. But yeah, mostly you're there. You want them for their damage and their defensive capabilities once you get like 2 super attacks in their blue form. So yeah, and they're just a very powerful leader overall. Power Beyond Super Saiyan and Movie Hero, attack and defense 170 to all stats. And then the 30% to Kamehameha. There's no units on this team that gets the full the full 200% besides them. But they do benefit a lot from it, and with their broad leader skill, you can't bring decent amount of units. For example, Evolution Blue Vegeta. Now Evolution Blue Vegeta, I mentioned this in a previous video I did, the Reps of Universe 7 video. I recommend you check it out. The end was pretty funny, so you should check that out. But that's besides the point. But yeah, Evolution Blue Vegeta, you can bring him. He does have a high chance to perform critical hit, and he can do multiple supers. Mostly you're just there for his type advantage and his revival skill. So you can proc his revival once you get 7 or more hits, and it can be active. Oh, that's his active. Yeah, you just need 7 or more hits, and you need to be under 50% HP from that starting turn. And once he revives with 70% HP. Now you can only do the revive once, but regardless, it's still like a very powerful like ability you could pull from your ass, because like you only have one item, which is the sensu bean, and all it does is just like you can undo like debuffs to the enemy, not that the enemy does to you, and you fully heal. So that's important, but you only have one item. So if you can like get a revive, that's like a third senzu, which is very important since this stage hits really hard. He does have build up damage reduction. It really does suck ass. Mine is mostly built defensively. 12 dodge. It kind of hurts him, but I'm not giving him crit. I see no point. He has a high chance to crit already. That's good enough for me. So yeah, that's him. He does link up well with the gods. They probably share like 4 links. I cannot be bothered to do the math. Not the math to actually look at the links, but they probably share like 4 links. Yeah, so he's good. Pikkon, the GOAT. He is the man. He didn't want to help me in Red Zone Broly, but he is helping a lot in Cell Max. So, Pikkon, with 3 orbs, he can, what's the word? He can, yeah, he gives support. He gives attack and, key 2 and attack and defense plus 30% to superclass allies. He does get a lot of ki once you give him a Rainbow Ki Sphere, and as well with that Rainbow Ki Sphere, you do get the high chance to dodge. Now that can be pretty important, especially for the AoE phase of him, and once you get to the tech phase. But I don't know if you'll really be needing to dodge with him. in a tech phase because you do have his legendary active skill. Now, when you're facing one enemy and your HP is over 50%, when the enemy is 50%, has 50% more HP, 50% HP or more, you can't proc his active skill, and his active skill is basically a Ghost Usher. Now, I think he was the first unit to ever bring this into the game. It was very powerful, and like a turn of Cell Max not supering, that is goated. That's when you want to do all the damage you can, and that's very important. And you probably want to float him off after, and then you just hope he dodges. Now we got GT Vegeta. GT Vegeta's good. He creates orbs, mostly type advantage. That's the only reason why you're bringing him. You want to create rainbow orbs for the gods so they can, have a high chance to dodge and stuff like that, etc. And Hercule, I don't got to talk about him. He's very good. High chance to evade enemy attacks. I built mine mostly defensively based. Very good. He has damage reduction. The less HP remaining, the better. This is how it should be. Units like Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, they should have it reversed, just like Hercule, just like this is very good. He tanks supers really well. He can't take a double-digit super. I never seen it. I seen it on video, but not me personally. But he does dodge a lot, so very good. Tech God Goku. Do I gotta talk about him? You already know. Movie boss's enemy. He eating that shit up. Next team. Interesting team. I just took this in a Reps Universe 7 video that I just recently posted, so I think you should check that out. It's a really good video. Please watch it. Road to 50. Come on, watch it. I don't gotta really talk about it. If you just watch the video, you'll see what I have to say about it. I think it's doable with this team. You just gotta get really lucky. It's a lot of dodge base, and Namek Goku's there stacking. He's really the only stacker. The one issue with this team is, though, that the year 6s, they go off. And when I say they go off, they go off. They do a lot of damage. He does AoE Cell and STR phase of Cell. They're very weak. So you kind of do blow through them quickly, and depending on your turns and the way you start out your rotation, you may not have Namek Goku slot turn 1 and shit like that. So it's kind of hard. But I think once you get lucky and stuff, it's definitely feasible. You could pop the active skill with Evolution Blue Vegeta. You get that. You have 2 units that could revive, which is a good back pocket strategy. Int UI Goku, he can guarantee dodge if we get it off right. STR UI, his after turn 7 or 7 turns or something like that, one of those two, he does drop from a 70% chance to dodge to a 50% chance to dodge, but it's better than nothing, honestly. In Hercule, we just talked about him. Namek Goku, very good, we just talked about him. And Evolution Blue Vegeta, we just talked about him. Alright, so we got the next team. Get the Super Saiyan / Legendary Existence team. Now, as you can see, there are 2 common units in Hercule. God Goku, we already talked about them, so I don't gotta go over them. Now, Int Super Vegito, very good unit. He does take a decent amount of damage, but you can get by with him. He's mostly here for his transformation into Super Vegito. He does give you that really big heal that you want, and he does have damage reduction, and he does a decent amount of damage, and his defense does get better. His base form, it's nothing to laugh at, but here it's kind of mediocre. He has a medium chance to evade. It can be good for the AoE phase of him, especially. Just want to be careful with him. You don't want to keep him on rotation so you can get the fusion quickly. I mean, you kind of want to stall the fusion until the last phase, but you just want to make sure you get it for the last phase. That's what it's mostly there for. Okay, AGL UI Goku. With him, it's either you dodge everything or you take one hit in the last phase and you're fucked. Now, if you build yours correctly, he has a higher chance to dodge than other units, stuff like that. He is good. He does do decent damage here. I mean, I say decent here because the last phase is tech, so if you're not getting crits, you're not doing much. He does have his revive. You do need to get hit 3 times, and the AoE phase is a good place to build it up because you're getting hit everywhere. So there's a chance that Goku may, slip up while bobbing and weaving, and he takes some hits. So yeah, it's good. Int Broly. Int Broly's a sleeper. I feel like mad people sleep on Int Broly. Int Broly's fucking disgusting. Especially for the red zone and Cell Max. He's probably like the best aging 2021 Dokkan Fest. Okay, nope. Tech Androids. Tech Androids way better aging. I think so, yeah, for sure. They're still like second best TUR in the game. I still think they're second. Yeah, but Broly's definitely like second, and I'd say Kid Gohan is third. Yeah, I put it like that. But like, yeah, Broly, he does have like a lot of great AGO Kid Gohan, then Broly. But besides the point, Broly, very, very good. He does stack up defense. He does have damage reduction. It's like 18%, but it's better than nothing. And he can quadruple super like per turn. It is a very low chance, but most of the time for me, he double or triple supers. Very good. It takes him a while to stack up, but like, it doesn't matter. He has type advantage in this stage. He does really well. Even in Red Zone Broly, he does really well. Like, I have nothing bad to say about this Broly here. So yeah, that's basically that team. So that was Super Saiyan and Legendary. The one thing with this team though is that Namek Goku does give 150 to defense, which is kind of meh, but it's whatever. You just gotta work with it. One variation of this team you can do though, instead of bringing another Namek Goku, which I don't recommend, like I recommend you bringing another Namek Goku, but you can bring the STR Goku and Gohan if you want the more defense. But the one thing with them is that once they transform here, they do kind of get banged up. So like you want to look out for that and stuff, especially if your Goku and Gohan is low dupe. But you do you. All right, next. I have not tried this team out, but I do think it could work. Now, the AGO androids, I say AGO androids, the AGO Cell and the androids team, very powerful team. Now, if you look at the team, I guess you could start to make sense of why it works. AGO Cell, he's a viable unit, but like he can like tank normals from Tech Cell. Like after like double supering, triple supering, he can't take normals. You just want to make sure he doesn't take a super, but like he does have a 35% chance to dodge, so it is helpful. He's as good as AGO Ginyu is in this. So if you've seen Truth's video on AGO Ginyu, I guess you could determine how well AGO Cell will probably do in there. We got the Tech Androids. I don't even got to talk about them much. They're a busted unit. You're mostly using them there for their Ghost Usher turn. Can be activated when facing only one enemy whose HP is 35% or more, or when facing 3 more enemies. So you're mostly only looking at the first half, facing one enemy whose HP is 35% or more. And like, bro, half the time you're not even gonna see him at like Cell Max at like 35% HP or less. Like, unless you're about to finish him, but you're probably gonna use it like the first turn you can on Cell Max. They can do really good damage, especially if the orbs are looking good. They don't have the best linking partners on his team. I guess this 18, but I don't know if she's like even that good anyway. I don't even have her linked up. Anyway, Int Cell is good. You probably just want to link him up with AGO Cell for big bad bosses. You're mostly there for his transformation into Cell, the perfect form Cell. He heals up a lot. I don't know how well he would tank, but his damage to like tanking ratio may be like alright, I guess. In 16 he would be like fantastic for this, specifically because of the fact that like he'll have type advantage in the last stage, and with type advantage, when like type advantage does proc guard, so once you get that, he will have guard and then 60% damage reduction, and he does greatly raise defense on super. And I have my friend TyAwesome70, check out his channel. You've seen him on the channel before. Check out the discussion video. But anyway, back to this. Yeah, he brought him in. He took like 130k on a super attack. I'm not sure if he said it was before or after super attack, but regardless of that, he's doing better than like 95% of the units in the game. Probably even like the 99th percentile of units. So yeah, very good option to bring here. Android 18, she does raise attack and defense by 30% for 3 turns. It is good. mostly you're there for her dodge. She has a high chance of evading enemy attacks. She does receive attack and defense plus 80% for 3 turns after receiving an attack, but you just want her for a dodge. If I had her more wellly built, I'd just have additional and dodge on her. That's really it. She's just meant for dodge. 1 second. Okay, we're back. But yeah, you just want to use her for a dodge. We got an Hercule. I don't even got to talk about him. You already know how he does. Oh yeah, okay, I guess that's it. That was like the only teams I could really think of. Now for like some team switches, we'll just start off with this team. I don't have ints 19 and 20. You could bring them. You could probably replace them for her or something, or him. Doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess you want to keep 8 like int cell for the heal and stuff, but 19 and 20, they heal on their super attacks. You can't absorb Cell Max's super attack, but you can heal a good amount of damage. And if you're low enough, you can see the super attacks with them, which is important. So yeah, that's one team switch. Here, you could bring GT Vegeta, I guess. I don't really know. Yeah, you guys can figure that out. Here, let's see. It'd be really dumb, but you could bring AGL Evolution if you don't have one of these units on a team. Once you get him to... I mean, mostly for AGL Evolution, you just want to make sure you can get his evolved form, and yeah, once he gets like maybe like 1 super or 2, he has enough defense like tank Cell Max's normals, but if he got supered, he would take a lot of damage. You can bring AGL Pycom without a leader skill. It is possible. I've seen people brought him without a leader skill. Let me see what other units you could bring. Miraculous Awakening, and then oh no, Powerful Comeback, and then Reps Universe 7. I guess you could bring Tech Ultimate Gohan or him. Either one of them, they work. You just want to make sure you get a lot of stacks with Ultimate Gohan. He should be built with a lot of additional stuff like that. I guess him for the heal. I have seen Vector on Twitter beat Cell Max with Blue Kaioken, and then the Kaioken Blue and Vegeta unit. It is possible. It did take him like a lot of tries, but it is possible if you do put in the time. We do have a lot of retries on this stage. And also, speaking of this team, like, you do have 2 options for leaders, because all these units fit on both Blue Vegeta and UI Goku's team. Personally, I think you should bring a friend UI Goku and then have either one of them as a leader. It doesn't even matter, because all these units aren't a leader skill besides him, but he doesn't need a leader skill. But yeah, I just think that you're better off risking him dodging everything, and then rather than him taking like 120k per normal. I mean, it goes down, but like usually by the time you're taking like that much damage, you're basically close to death. So like, I think it's better you just bank on UI just dodging everything, but it doesn't matter. It's personal preference. This team, I just recently did a video on Trunks and Goten. You can drop him and him. You could drop, I said him and him, but you can't see what I'm pointing at. You could drop in Evolution Vegeta, and you can drop him for Tech Krillin, or actually no, don't bring Tech Krillin, because you need the active skill. Tech Krillin doesn't pop Goten and Trunks' active skill, so bring physical Trunks, and then you could bring SSJ Trunks. Now SSJ Trunks and Goten, with the active skill proc, you can dodge all attacks in that turn, whatever slot they're in, and that is pretty good utility. And if you do get all their dodges before they super attack, they can do a lot of damage depending on the RNG with their passive and stuff. But yeah, very good. Now this literally just came to mind, and I also did another video with Future Gohan versus Cell Max, and you can replace them. I probably just replace them for Int Broly, because Super Vegeto's heal is low-key too valuable. AGL UI Goku with the dodges. I mean, I guess you can replace him for AGL UI Goku, because once AGL UI Goku gets hit, you're just finished. The run is done. And like in that video, not Namek Goku, in Future Gohan didn't take a he didn't super before he got super, and he took 300k. 300k is actually like very good. Like, not many units are tanking that much. Like, Tech God Goku's like taking around the same amount of damage as in Future Gohan. In Future Gohan is a 2019 Dokkan Fest. Remind you guys, just to remind, like that's very good. Like, especially if you got a super, like he's taking double-digit damage. But that all depends if you're under 58% HP or not. And Cell Max, it's kind of easy. If you get supered frame 1, that's rough. You're dying. But like if Cell Max supers when you have your HP very low, you can live. But yeah, that's like all the substitutions, and that's like really how you can beat, Cell Max. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have like other team compositions that you guys can build, let me know in the comment section below. Road to 50 subs. I really want to push to 50 subs by the end of Worldwide Download Celebration. It is starting in a few days, so check out for videos on that channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Peace.